So let's get on straight away. You began your career after you studied in Delhi at Ramjas College, Delhi University, and then National School of Drama. After National School of Drama, the first film you are credited with is Dhruv Kal, but there is a brief mention of in which Annie gives it to those ones and other films. So what was the journey till Dhruv Kal?
Uh, I came to this city, Mumbai,
Mhm.
after rigorous uh, training in theater, rigorous theater activity of say 10 years. If you
Mhm.
include those passionate and intense, you know, theater participation of 3 years of Delhi University, it was it was a my involvement in theater was very intense, and
Mhm.
and the expectation from me from the medium was zero. I just wanted to learn the craft and skill of acting, and that was my focus all of those years, because somewhere I knew that even if I have to be part of cinema eventually, I have to learn the craft, knowing that when I'll be, landing in the city called Mumbai, this is the only thing, only strength I will have, going by the requirement of those days when the actor or the main actors needed to look a certain way. So, the somewhere I was very clear about how I looked, how I was, physically. So there was only one option which was left to me, to do theater with complete intensity and
Mhm.
learn the craft completely before coming to this city.
So what
So,
was
Bandit
correct?
Queen Bandit Queen happened to me, which was directed by the Shekhar Kapoor. It happened
Mhm.
to me when I was in the last leg of the 10 years in Delhi, and I was chosen by Tigmanshu Dhulia, who also was the casting director, and he took me to Mr. Shekhar Kapoor when he was in Delhi and casting all the actors from theater. I was the first one who was actually taken to him, and somehow something he liked about my face, something he liked about me, and he kept me in the waiting list. And eventually, if I cut it short, eventually I was cast in Bandit Queen as Man Singh. The character comes in the almost in the second half of the film.
Mhm.
That film didn't do anything to my career, but yes, few of the people who were exposed to cinema, they somewhere appreciated the silent character, the silent performance of mine. But that didn't get me role when I landed in the city, Mumbai. Uh, the first thing which was available to me, that 1 2 minutes role in Mr. Govind Nahlani's film, he didn't want me to do it. He said that if you want to do it, it's completely up to you. Uh, and I thought that, this is beggars can't be choosers. I'm getting to, work with Mr. Govind Nelani, who's been known for all the great films that he's made with all the great actors, great stories he has already told to the world. He's been acclaimed nationally and internationally. So I was getting this opportunity to work under him. Also, uh, I had a scene with two legends whom I really looked up to. One was Mr. Om Puri and Mr. Nasuddin Shah. So for me, that was I kind of immediately took it up. I said, let me go and just hang out on the set for those 2 days
Mhm.
and observe these greats working on the set. So yes, if I cut it short, that's how it was. But in between, the life was not that simple or rosy. It was day-to-day struggle in
Mhm.
Mumbai, of finding roles, of finding food, of uh, organizing a little bit of money here and there. But as I said, I was so focused on learning the craft that even if I was hungry, even if I was without any money, the whole day used to go into reading or watching or practicing this magnificent craft called acting.
You spoke about interpretation of the character. Uh,
Right.
do you confine yourself to the script or you try to interpret the character as you understand within the confines of that format of the script?
That's a very good question. Actually, I try to create my own interpretation
Mhm,
of the character, which is based on my own experience, which is based on my studies and education, and also which is based on certain analysis of the society and where this character fits in. Okay, and that also becomes my comment on the character. Okay, my comment on the society through this character. So,
mhm,
but I never ever went without the approval of the director. I
mhm,
sit with him and discuss with him. I kind of try to tell him in many ways, many words, that this is exactly what I'm trying to do. And mostly, to my luck, directors always let me go with my interpretation. Directors always agreed uh, my interpretation of the character. And in Gangs of Wasipur, Anurag has been very generous enough to all the suggestions and
mhm,
also my interpretation. And he's flown with that, and he just kind of accepted it and enhanced it with his storytelling. And that's why the result is beautiful, only because there is a director and there is his vision. He is taking in your interpretation and adding to his vision and making it very look beautiful. Okay, and same thing has happened with Aligarh.
mhm,
Aligarh never once Hansel interfere, I would say. He always told me that whatever you will be doing, that is acceptable to me, and my job is just to capture your movement and your performance in front of the camera. You do whatever you want to do, so the liberty and the freedom was huge, and with that came responsibility. Okay, so the freedom alone is not enough, because with what we do with that freedom, it actually tells the audience what kind of actor we are. We can easily go overboard and start doing anything and everything, or we start uh, measuring things uh, 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 for the betterment of the film, because we actors should remember that we are not away from the film. We are not a separate entity in the entire
mhm,
uh, world of the script. There is this vision of the director and the writer that we should respect, and we should you try to add and enhance the content rather than look a separate entity from the script. So yes, it's a huge responsibility. And so if you see Aligarh, you will see that
mhm,
uh, serious my focus on the character. The focus was on the character's other things, other
mhm,
aspects than him being
mhm,
gay. Okay, because this is exactly my interpretation was that being gay is a personal and private choice. But
mhm,
what makes the character of Cyrus is that he's a professor. He's a passionate professor of Marathi literature
mhm,
who's in love with poems, words, and Lata Mangeshkar's voice, and his two pegs of whiskey, and he is somebody who wants to. He doesn't want to mingle with the world. He wants to be left alone with his whiskey and Lata Mangeshkar and poetry. Okay, him being gay is something which was not very important for me, and that is why many people talked about as to how I kept very subtle and very minimum about his little bit of feminine side.
mhm,
uh,
mhm.
just if you see it very closely, then only you can find it, but other things were very important for him.
What would be your advice to the youngsters who are waiting to enter the film industry?
Oh yes, they always ask me this. Whenever they ask me this, I'm my only question is, first of all, you have to look within and ask yourself one question: are you in love with acting? or are you in love with the perks that comes with acting?
You said it. You nailed it right.
So if you are in love with the perks which that comes with acting, there is a chance that you may not last longer because the success ratio in that area is very less. You know, at a time you have only three, four big stars, always. Okay, so rest of them, go unnoticed completely, or go frustrated, or feel depressed, or go back. So if you're in love with acting, the craft, you last long because your love for acting, is something where you don't measure your success. You measure your success by the skill that you learn, okay, not by the money that you make. So it's very important that you ask yourself, are you in love with acting? You are welcome. Please come. So after that, no matter how turbulent the journey is going to be, you will always survive only because of your love for this craft.